Day 27 of culinary school, pre-final. So obviously doing a lot of practice before the final, but coming out of probably a really, really tough day yesterday for me personally. Today was a completely different story, and the big difference really was mise en place and organization and planning ahead. Yesterday I had a plan, didn't quite execute on that plan and let the mise en place go. Today I kept back on that habit that I felt like I was building up, coming towards yesterday, and sort of just let that fly out the window yesterday. But today picked right back where I left off with that mise en place habit. I think that makes the biggest difference, honestly, today, is just having your mise en place, having a plan, and just being laser focused. It was such a different day. And again, it just comes back to the organization. Once you have everything you need, once you have all your mise en place and organization, it's cooking at the end of the day. And that's where really the fun is. So I really felt like I was dancing in the kitchen today. I just, it wasn't like the product wasn't perfect. Obviously there's still a lot to improve on, but just a completely different day, and really just feeling like I was enjoying myself. And you know, even though yesterday happened, there's still so much to learn from yesterday, and there's still so much to learn from today. And I just, again, it's a constant reminder for me every day. Personally, it's just the small wins, the small lessons, the failures that lead to getting better. And I'm in an environment where that happens at such a fast pace. So it's easy to get down on yourself, and it's easy to get high on yourself. So again, just trying to manage my expectations. Has there been self-doubt? Of course. Has there been times where I feel like I don't belong? Of course. Has there been times where I feel like I want to quit? Of course. But there's also been times where I've affirmed myself and told myself, like, this is where I want to be, and these are the mistakes I want to make. These are the failures I want to commit. And it's been just at day 27 and the end of the course 2, I feel like I've got my money's worth in terms of the lessons that I've learned in these last 27 days. I don't think I can learn if you gave me a year by myself. And that's powerful. I do feel like I've gotten to be a better cook all around, and I just see food very differently. I have a new respect for food, and I came into culinary school I would say very passionate about food, but I'm in it now, and I could not even be like more passionate about it. And just seeing it from a different lens is a completely different worldview, and it's a perspective that you can't get anywhere else. So with that long spiel, today was Wednesday, day 27. Like I said, it was pre-finals. We had 2 big dishes to bring up: the rack of lamb Frenched and the double lamb chop. I will tell you right off the bat, each student gets a whole rack of lamb, and it took a very long time to clean it up. I wish I took a picture of it, but to clean up and fabricate the fat off the chops, because you wanted clean chops, and that took a very long time. So we also made something called a Persillade topping, which is with breadcrumbs, garlic, parsley, thyme. So just an herb panko mix, and that was with the rack of lamb. So I'm gonna show you guys these dishes. So those are the 2 dishes. We also needed to glaze fennel, and also we needed to glaze a rutabaga. Did I say that correct? Or rutabaga? Now I'm like forgetting. So yeah, this was a rack of lamb. This is how it came out. The sauce was nappe consistency. The doneness of the lamb were good. The feedback that chef gave me was the doneness of the meat was good. Needed more browning on my panko, so needs to have more browning. I think if I had the salamander on, I would have thrown it in the salamander for like 2 seconds. But this was done because I think I have the picture. Yeah, this picture shows you're looking for a medium rare, and that's what this is. He said good on doneness and also good on sauce. The one thing that he also said was I like tasted the fennel and it was undercooked. So glazing this fennel, I should have done it for a little bit longer, and that's on me. I tasted it and felt like this was a good dish, but it was too if it's too much resistance on the teeth, then it's undercooked, and it was undercooked here even though I glazed it. So again, those are the things that the finer details, right? Paying attention to those finer details. And then this was the lamb chops. It was served with a red wine vinegar mint sauce. This was delicious. This sauce was really delicious. It was the first time we had made this sauce. It had red wine vinegar and I believe white wine. So it had just like a different aromatic, and obviously the mint gives it a different twist. So that was quite delicious. The lamb doneness of this was actually perfect as well. I wish I took a picture of it. I actually took it home and ate it. And then you can see here the tournées were not quite, obviously these are really, they just need work. I think I did about 30 or 40 of them last night. This was me last night trying to practice my tournées. So again, not quite there, and I'm just really missing the mark, and I definitely need to commit more time into learning this, right? If I need to do another 100, I need to figure this out. This is what a tournée should look like, and those are my practice ones. So a very long way to go into perfecting that, but I'm putting in the time, doing the work. But again, the fennel here was undercooked, and also the rutabaga was also undercooked. So the vegetables were undercooked. The sauce feedback was it was too salty. There was actually 2 chefs giving me feedback today. We had a guest chef in our classroom, and he also said one of the advice he gave was, stand up to your food, stand up for your food, like believe in your food. When they asked me how I felt about the dish, it was too salty to them, and I felt like it was. I tasted it and I felt like the seasoning was there, but they said it was too salty. So making sure to decrease the salt. I seasoned my other sauce the same way, and that was fine. So a little bit of inconsistency there, but again, just keep like tasting it and seasoning it as I go. Like that's just the name of the game. It's taste as you go. I'm really proud. It's worth noting that both my plates were hot. The food was hot, the sauce was hot, the vegetables were hot. And that was the timing of everything is so important. And that's something that you cannot teach. You can't teach time management in the kitchen. It's just, you just have to learn it and do it and sort of execute on it. So really proud of the products that came out today. Were they perfect? Absolutely not. The sauce was too salty. The vegetables were undone. That's the 100% room for improvement, but still really proud of today and the steps I took forward, because I need to focus on those small wins, right? Like I need to focus on those small wins. So really happy with how today went. Again, preparing for finals tomorrow. These have been my last 2 weeks. practicing different knife cuts, tournées. This is my brunoise and medium dice, and I think this is a bâtonnet, this is a julienne, this is me supreming a few oranges. So really practicing knife cuts. Here again, some julienne and some brunoise, and then again with some tournées and some I think these are medium diced. So this is only a few of the pictures. I like I said, I'm practicing knife cuts every day. That's just par for the course when you're in culinary school and you're trying to get better, and you are going to be tested on this. Tomorrow there will be a completely dedicated section on knife cuts. So yeah, I'm really feeling it now. I feel like I've prepared as much as I could up to this point, and I'm going to take the rest of today, prepare as much as I can, and just try to get the rest. Hopefully I'll get to bed at a decent hour so that I can sleep a little bit better, and try to execute tomorrow. But for the rest of the day, I'm just gonna practice as much as I can. I'm actually gonna fabricate a whole chicken today. I'm gonna make that for dinner. I got a couple of sacks of potatoes that I'll practice on. You know, I've got two of these, a whole 2 sacks of carrots that I'll practice on, and then I've got a bushel of oranges that I'll practice on. And then, you know, do the best I can. Like I said, put my best foot forward tomorrow, and I will give you guys an update on how it goes. If it goes well, I'll give you guys an update. If it goes completely wrong like the first one, I will also give you guys an update no matter what. So peace. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and wish me luck on my big exam for course 2, mod 1 of culinary school. Peace. Bye.